Hello, and welcome to Humor is Cheaper Than Therapy. We are not doctors, nor are we therapists. We're ordinary women who share crazy life experiences with a sense of humor. Grab a beverage, sit and listen to candid conversations between mothers, daughters, sisters, and friends. Join us, Kelly, Shelley, Margot, and Mom, because we are cheaper than therapy. Well, hello, everybody. This is Kelly in Minnesota.
This is Terry in Montana.
This is Shelley, also in Minnesota.
And this is Margot, also in Montana.
Yay, we're all here.
Yay. So, the most important topic that we have to discuss is, did we all finish The Tiger King?
Yes.
Did we all
Almost.
finish it twice?
No, but I'm almost finished, and I'm sad. Is that normal?
Yes.
That
It's very sad.
Well, I watched it again this weekend so I could make sure I'm up on all of my Tiger King info.
Okay,
So we could discuss it in depth.
Well, let's do that then. Go ahead, Kel.
I finished the podcast today. I loved having the extra little interviews in there with people.
Right?
Mm-hmm. It is just it's incredible to me that this one man affected not only so many people, but so many things, and still is like trying to get pardoned by the president. And, it's interesting to me. That is, mental, what's the word? Maybe that's not the right word. Just
Emotional incontinence?
no. That does fit for him, actually.
I think it does.
and just a narcissistic person all the way around. I don't know. It's just crazy.
Totally.
Yes, totally. So, what is everyone's opinion? Raise of hands. Did he pay the bald-headed, toothless handyman / gunslinger $5,000 to go kill Carol Baskin?
Yes.
I thought it was only 3,000 with an
That's all. Yeah.
Yeah, gave him 3,000, but with the promise of, yes, I believe he did contract to kill Carol Baskin.
And do you think he did it alone? Or do you think that he was involved with John Finley?
I believe, is Finley the guy that bought the zoo?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
John Finley was his toothless first husband.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yes. What's the name of the dude?
Jeff Lowe.
Jeff Lowe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe Jeff Lowe wanted her dead as well.
But I think it was good old boy chat. Let's get drunk and have a party and let's talk about this. Let's plan. We plan things out, funny things like having a podcast when we're happy. So think about that. Maybe they were just bullshitting.
Well, I can see that where they're just daydreaming, you fantasizing. God, because she was such a pain in their neck,
Yeah, this is what I do. We should just
everyone admitted on camera, yes, we wanted her dead.
Right.
Like they all did.
And I think there were too many instances of it. When he takes a blow up doll and shoots it, dresses it like Carol Baskin and shoots it.
What a waste.
That kind of isn't right.
What a waste.
Perfectly good doll.
Yeah.
My goodness.
That'll lead us into sustainable living.
Right.
Don't buy those. It's not made of sustainable materials.
Yours
I'm
didn't last
assuming.
long, Shell?
It looked like it was made of plastic to me. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Oh, man. So, yeah. And I think Carol Baskin killed her husband? I do.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Do you think it was just that the director and the producer of all of this just made it look that way?
no, because I think that his ex-wife and his 2 daughters said that they thought that she did him in.
Yeah. And it's bizarre how he went in and talked to his secretary or assistant, gave her a letter and said, if anything ever happens to me, open this. I just had another big fight with Carol. And all of a sudden, the next day, he was gone. Nobody knew where he was.
Right?
Now
He really was, where does he say he is? Puerto Rico or something? Where is he?
Puerto Rico. He loves Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he send an email?
here's the other.
I thought it was Costa Rica.
Oh, that
Costa
might be
Rica?
it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But here's the thing. He certainly wouldn't have left all his money with Carol. He was a very smart, rich man. He got rich because he was very smart, and he would not have left it all with her. He would have taken
That
every
whole
cent with
story
him.
where she's out walking in the middle of the night because she just got into
Yeah.
a fight with her husband. And then this
Yeah.
dude just happens upon her and says, hey, hold this gun on me, and you and I will just drive around and commiserate
I just need someone to talk
on
to.
our crap.
Yeah, right.
Really? No.
I thought that was the very first husband before she met
No,
the guy.
no, that's after she
No.
got in a
Yeah,
big
she-
fight and
She got a big fight and she left the house and was walking down the street in the middle of the night. And then what's his name pulls
Yeah,
up
right.
and says, hey, get in my car. Come on.
and she said no. But then he left and came back and said, "Here, I've got that gun is on the seat. You get in, you can hold it on me. I just want someone to talk to." She's just as
That is
nuts.
the weirdest thing.
She's as nuts as Joe. They're both certifiable.
Right? Yes. You could not have had a room full of Hollywood writers in a
No.
room for 5,500 years for them to come up with this storyline.
Right?
For a gay, mulleted, profane, gun-toting, polygamous country western singer who runs a zoo of tigers.
Margot, did you have that scripted and written down? That was good.
I didn't. I Googled what's crazy about Tiger King, and that was one of the sentences that came up.
That was
It's a good one.
But and then he gets these boys, because all three of his husbands are like 17, 18 when he meets them,
Right.
and gets them to switch teams.
Right. Isn't that insane?
And drugs them up. And what's the purpose of that?
Butt
Control?
plugs.
Control. Yeah. Control.
Yeah, right.
And
How stupid are people? I did dumb things when I was young. Dumb things. Careless things. But come on.
We've all done
pretty
very dumb
twisty.
things. Yeah. It's very twisty, Shelley. Very good way to put it.
and then he ran for president, and then he ran for mayor. He came in third.
Okay, when his picture first came up the first time I was watching that show, I said, Steve, I've seen him before. And then they said he ran for president. That's why I saw him. Okay. I'm like, I know who that is. How do I know him?
Whoa.
And
Yeah.
and and then the other exotic animal people.
Right.
The one dude with the harem.
With
What's
the-
his name?
Yeah.
I can't think
Oh,
of.
the one that rides the elephant.
Yes.
Oh, I cannot
What's his
think of his
I
name.
have to-
Google Master.
Yeah, I'm looking him up. Then there's Tim Stark, and he's the dude with the monkey. He's always got the monkey in his lap.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then what's the other?
It's him and his wife.
Yeah,
Well,
is
that's
it
not Jeff
Don or
Lowe. No, that's Don. Yep, yeah, I think you're right, Mom. Don something. But where do all these people come from that have all these exotic, illegal animals? How do you do that? I would have done it if I could have.
You should have stayed home. We had them back there in South Haven.
Bhagavan Antle.
Oh my gosh, who wouldn't remember that
That's
name?
a weird name.
Bhagavan Antle. Who had
Bhagavan.
the harem of women.
Yep.
Didn't he go by Doc? Or
Yes,
something?
that's it, Shell. I believe
That's
you're
it.
right.
Okay.
He was absolutely insane.
So were the women
What
with him?
nationality? What nationality is Bhagavan?
It's dot Indian.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
huh.
I never heard that name before. And I'm never naming anyone that.
I might have to try to watch that again.
And then the girl gets her arm ripped off
Oh.
and eaten by a lion.
She identifies as a
And
man.
does part of
Hang on,
yes.
she identifies as a
does-
man.
That's great. I'm not her.
What's
Oh.
her? Sap.
What's her name?
Sappa?
What's her
Saf.
name?
She goes by Saf.
Saf.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saf.
That's part
And-
of her last name, I believe.
And here's the thing. She says it's her fault.
Yeah. She said I shouldn't have reached in there.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
She
you,
should-
you really aren't very smart if you reach into a tiger cage, but.
No. She had to use the little pole thingy, and she didn't use the pole. She just reached in and did it. And then the last, like the parting shot of the whole series, right? The whole 7 episodes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that pudgy dude, James
Oh, yeah.
Garrettson,
The guy on the,
right?
the
Yeah.
ski
His
ski
skidoo
machine.
to the eye of the tiger.
Yeah.
Like, what's that? He's being interviewed, and then all of a like, oh, dude, let's get out of here. And then all of a sudden it's like slow-mo of him skidooing across the river or whatever it was.
Here's the thing. We have got to give these documentarists like huge applause, kudos, because they completely captured or captivized America.
Not
and
me.
probably even more than that,
Nope.
because
Nope.
it's a
Not
huge,
you.
crazy
I'm
story.
stupider for having watched it. I promised I would, and I did, but I feel a lot
Oh.
dumber.
Well, it's research for our podcast.
Amen. All right.
And the whole time
And,
we've
okay.
been talking about it, I've been thinking, Americans, we're talking about how stupid they are. We're Americans who watched it and talked about it.
Well,
Again,
you guys,
not me.
and
Go ahead, Kelly.
well, the other thing Travis, who the puts a gun to their head and pulls the trigger?
Someone on meth?
I mean, oh, there's no clip in it. It's not loaded. Bam.
Oh, that was horrible. And then they showed that.
They didn't show
They
him do
actually
it. They showed the reaction of the man who was sitting in the office that saw it. It was horrifying.
Okay.
Yes.
I
Yes.
almost threw up.
Joshua Dial.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It's horrible. It's horrible. This poor, I mean, and then the funeral.
Yeah.
Everything was a show.
Do you
Everything.
guys think that Travis's mom was on something during that funeral?
She had to have been.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Is that a Zantac moment?
I don't know what kind of moment
I
she was
think it's
having,
probably
but
more than that. Prozac, maybe.
dude.
What?
Show of hands, who thinks that Joe Exotic sang his own songs?
I know he didn't.
I'm
No.
like, that is not his voice. Who is
It is
that?
not
That
him.
is not his voice. That drove me crazy.
When I watched it, you guys are way more into music than I am. And I watched it and I went, he sings like that?
Uh-uh.
What?
And I'm shocked in listening to the podcast this week that Rick Kirkham, I think that's how you say it, believed him
producer
to be-
dude?
Yeah, believed him in the minute. And I'm like, this guy is a very smart journalist. He worked on some really big things. And how could you even believe that? I couldn't believe it the first time I looked at it. I'm like, no. No.
Is that the guy that got all of his footage burned up in that fire?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What was it? The show Inside
how dumb
Edition,
was
I
that?
think he was
Inside
it Inside
Edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When that happened, I thought, why did he have all of that stuff there?
And why wasn't it backed up? That was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was
Right?
ridiculous.
That
Isn't that
just didn't
like-
make any
Well,
sense to me.
Here's the thing. It was backed up on the computers in the studio, but all the computers went too in that studio. So it wasn't just the film that got burnt up. It was the computers and hard drives that it was backed up to. So not that he didn't back it up, but we're talking how long ago? Whoa.
Mic down.
Mic drop.
Poor Mike. Yeah.
Yeah.
When they dropping their mics. I saw
I
that.
would like to know, if you think about it, whoever did sing those songs that what do you call it?
I
stole,
saw Tiger and Tiger saw Man.
they're even more famous now. So it was a good thing.
Yeah.
Can he make money off of that in prison?
I don't think he owns the rights to any of the documentary. I don't think he gets a dime. Not sure.
I don't know. I know you can't profit from your crime, but I don't know. I
Interesting.
don't know.
But
And
it's-
Kelly, so you've listened to the podcast.
Yes.
Have you gotten to the story about the sheep and the Magic Act?
Oh, yes.
did I miss
yep,
that?
Yep.
Well,
Oh, I've
'cause you
listened to
have
the
to
whole
listen to
thing.
the-
Yep.
Yeah, you have to listen to the podcast to get that story.
Mm-hmm.
So, when Joe Exotic was doing his mall and across the country tour with his tigers and stuff, he was doing a magic act. And one of the things with the magic act was there would be pyrotechnics, and then all of a sudden there would be a tiger in the cage. Well, the tiger is scared of the pyrotechnics. Pyrotechnics would go off and the tiger would be all cowering down, all, freaked out. That's not a good show. So Joe gets this great idea to go down to the local, what'd they say, farmer's store
Well, yeah.
and bought
Like
a sheep.
livestock yard or whatever. Mm-hmm.
Bought a sheep, painted it orange, and put black stripes on it, and then stuck it in the cage so that when the pyrotechnics went off, boom, and all of a sudden there was a tiger in the cage.
It was a sheep.
It was a sheep painted like a tiger.
Oh my gosh.
You guys, you cannot make this shit up. This is like real people. It's just insanity.
Okay. If people are making money doing this, why aren't we doing this? We could do
I don't-
stupid stuff.
Yeah, nobody's coming into
I
the
don't want
window
to
of
make
my
money
world.
that way.
No.
I want
No.
money. I'll
No.
make it any way I can.
Well, you go right ahead.
Be careful
You
what
go
you say
right
there,
ahead.
Mother. Oh, yeah.
Dude, the story is just and
It's insane.
so much pyrite. So much. Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
Pi-
What's that word?
I think
Pyrite?
it's tannerite, Margot, that they were using.
Tannerite.
Yeah.
Oh, tannerite.
Tannerite.
Yes.
Tannerite.
Yes.
So much blowing up of stuff. So much.
Don't
They
you
did
think
like-
that scared
That's kind of like the Kendalls used to like to blow stuff up. So they would probably fit right in there.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, should I add our little video to our podcast video?
Yes.
An axe,
Well, now that Mom said it, yep.
an axe can and a Christmas tree. Booyah!
Do not try this at home.
Right. Just because we did. Oh, wow.
And then did you guys see the that those British comedians punked Carol Baskin?
No, I did not.
Oh my.
I haven't listened to the interview yet, but I did see that they did it.
Yeah.
I
these
heard her
two-
response. She
Oh, I
laughed
have
about it.
not.
Oh, she
Did
just
she?
thought
I
it was,
haven't seen her response.
She is the phoniest person on the face of the earth. She's just like, oh, it was so funny. I just can't believe they did that to me. Go ahead and
Yeah.
explain it now, Margot.
So there's these two British comedians, and their shtick is they call up people and tell them that they're like producers for like some famous talk shows. And in this case, they were producers for the Jimmy Fallon Tonight Show, whatever that's called. And so they convinced Carol Baskin that she was going to be interviewed via Zoom by Jimmy Fallon. And so she finally agreed to it after some back and forth and back and forth. And so what they did was they just scoured the internet for all Jimmy Fallon clips and then edited out questions/responses that would pertain to an interview with Carol Baskin. So they would click the little play button, play Jimmy Fallon little clip, and then Carol Baskin would then respond as if she's thinking she is speaking to Jimmy Fallon being interviewed on national TV.
Oh,
And
that's funny.
I don't remember
Oh.
what reason they gave for her not to see them or to see him.
Yeah, they told her they said some reason why. This is why you're not going to see his face.
Yeah, it had something to do with COVID-19 or something, but
Yeah, something. Yeah. And they got her to put on a flower crown or whatever the heck she called it. I don't know what the heck. And the one dude kept referring to it as a hat. Oh my gosh.
I
and she's
forgot I
just
was
doing
gonna-
her Carol Baskin thing. And oh my gosh.
forgot
Ugh.
I was going to look that up. I didn't get to it. I'm going to have to do it because I just can't quit.
I will have to find her response to see what she said to that. Yeah.
Yeah, I found it. I Googled it and I found
Okay.
it in a, I don't know, some magazine interview or something. And it was actually her voice saying how funny nope. I read her response.
But guys, wait. We are not done yet with the Tiger King because Nicolas Cage is going to play him in an
Oh my
8-part series.
gosh.
I
No, he
saw
cannot.
that.
He cannot.
No.
That will ruin it
No.
for life for me.
He will
For
never,
Nicholas? Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yep.
he'll never be Con
wish
Air
he
for
wouldn't.
me.
No.
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 It says
Oh my
it.
gosh.
He confirmed.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
yeah.
You know what,
He'll
though?
do anything to get money too.
Here's the deal, you guys. I will watch because I'll have to.
Of course. I'll be right there.
Oh, we could make popcorn and watch together, Margot.
Oh, we could.
Oh, have you seen the meme? The Walking Dead meme. I know Mom and Shelley won't relate to this, but the Walking Dead meme of the Tiger King you wanted and the Tiger King we got.
Oh. That's hilarious.
It is hilarious. I'll have to try to find it and send it to you. I just laughed so loud when I saw it.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, because one is much better than the other. So there was also another meme that I think my son posted on Facebook about How I Met Your Mother. Have you guys, any of you watched that?
I have never watched it.
Okay, I love the show. I've seen them all. The premise of the show is the dad talking to his teenage children and explaining to them, that's how it all starts, every show, how he met their mother. And it goes through years and years and years of all these broken relationships, whatevers, until the end when he finally gets to the point where he met their mother. But in the meme, it talks about no wonder 2020 took so long, or it took him so long to explain the story, or something about the fact that they're sitting on the couch listening to the story because it's 2020. Have not looked up if it actually is 2020 when it happens, but it did make me laugh when he's telling the story for days and months. And yeah, the kids all look bored. It's pretty funny. Anyway,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah. So, Tiger King,
Yep.
dude.
I'm
then- but-
sure there'll be anecdotes for the rest of our lives about
Oh, yeah.
Tiger King.
Right?
References. Oh, yes.
So then he has his trial, right, Kay? And he flips on everyone. And now PETA loves him and they're the bestest friends. And he's given everyone names and dates and documents and all this stuff, right? Okay. But what I thought was very interesting, that John Ranke dude with the no legs, he was never called to testify for either the prosecution or the defense. And he was his longest employee.
Right.
How is that?
He was there for everything.
Right. So
Everything.
why wasn't he
not
called? Interesting.
They haven't explained why he
even
wasn't.
bought pants. He said he bought pants
Yep.
just for that because he doesn't need pants because he doesn't have legs.
No.
He said
Well, and he's got special legs.
he's got very colorful legs. Yes, he does.
He has to have them made every so often. You heard that in the podcast, right, Margot?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Because they do
Yeah, you
wear
have
out.
to have.
Oh,
Yeah.
they wear out. I was thinking, well, he's not growing anymore. Why does he have to have more legs made? Okay.
He was not ever supposed to walk again, and so he was determined. I really do have a lot of respect for his story and his grit and determination. He said, "Once I just worked until I could wiggle a toe, and then once I could wiggle a toe." And I think he ended up having his legs amputated because he was getting infected and it was killing him.
Yeah.
And he walks
Yeah. He's
on his stumps in these legs. It's really, it's a crazy story. I'd like to see that whole documentary.
right about him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Could totally have his own reality show. I thought, like, of all of the craziness, he was like just kind of this center stability for everyone and everything.
And in even listening to him in the interview I heard, I think, today, he's like, I've been married for 30 some years and I did a stupid thing and had this accident and my wife is still with me and they have their children. And he said he was just fascinated with the fact of working with these tigers. And when he had to finally leave because it was getting too batshit crazy, he still came back and checked on his animals. And I found him very believable and endearing.
Yes. And did everyone watch the clip of where the bald-headed, no teeth maintenance / hitman was in the tub?
I have not seen that.
Okay.
Don't
Being interviewed, and he ends up in the bathtub.
Don't know that. I need to see that.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god!
That was in one of the episodes?
Yeah, one of the episodes. Alan Glover. There he is. There's his name. Yeah. Yeah. He's like, they're interviewing him like in his home or something. Kind of looks like it's like it's a trailer home or something like that.
Talking back in the documentary. Okay.
Yeah. And then just like all of a sudden he's in the tub. He's pouring himself a bath.
Oh, maybe I I kind of do remember that a little bit.
I think I was probably
he's just in the tub.
distracted by other things at that point.
You can interview me as long as I can take a bath.
Right? I've got things to do.
Yeah, no, that's not
Gotta be
happening in
clean.
my house.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kelly
just
just said, yeah, no.
yeah, no.
Shit.
Okay. That's our mantra. Yeah, no.
And that was the appropriate way to use it.
I think we decided that there is no appropriate way to use
There
that.
is no, yeah.
It's not
doesn't make any
appropriate, nor
sense.
is it wrong.
It is wrong.
Thanks for sticking up for me, Mom.
See, your pet peeve has rubbed off on me.
That's okay. You said no worries today, Shell. So
But that's
That is true.
it still is confusing to me why people say that.
It's like you're confirming what you just heard from somebody, and then you answer no. That's exactly what Kelly just did.
Yep.
About the bath. Yeah, no, that's not happening in my house. I confirm
Exactly.
what I hear you, and no.
wow.
Okay.
Leaping
right,
on
well,
the
I
lily
think-
pads we are.
We have unpacked that whole thing and we could unpack it for another 5 days.
Numerous times. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll have more
Mhm.
questions when I finish it. I just looked back at the TV and it looks like I'm almost done with episode 6. So,
Okay. All right. Well, and then I watched it again, and then I'm like, I don't remember that. How can I not remember that?
now
Ugh.
when you say you watched it, are you like actually looking at the TV
Yes.
to watch it? Okay. Because I
To
have to
watch it, but
admit,
No,
I
she's knitting or
listened to
something.
it.
Eyeballs.
I listened to it and I kept looking back going, what? What? So I'm sure I missed a whole heck of a lot by not actually looking at it.
Well, I can't say that every single moment I stared at the TV, but
Right.
majority of it, yes, I've watched twice because
That's a lot. That's a big time commitment, man.
it's been out for a
One
while. though.
show. One show is a time commitment from this girl. I can't do it. Ugh. I lose focus. I think I'm ADD. I'm telling you.
Ugh.
It's entertaining though.
It's very entertaining. One of my
All right.
faves.
So there was something else somebody wanted to talk about today. The eldest sister. So-
Well, I just brought up the fact that, we all love music and we are always listening to music in our house. We YouTube, we watch The Voice, we watched American Idol. And I heard a song the other night on American Idol that I loved. And so then I had to go looking it up and I fell in love with the new song. And I'm like, you know what? I bet you everybody else falls in love with the new song every week. The one I found was called Warrior. And there's reasons I like that because, many years ago, I learned that the name Kelly means the warrior. So I identify with it. And Scandal had a song in the, Shelley, was that 80s, 90s, 80s
I think so. I think
called The Warrior. Yeah. Anyway, so this
Who
is
was
a
that
new
that
one by
had that?
Demi Lovato. That was Scandal back in the 80s. And now there's this new one by Demi Lovato that I just can't stop listening to. So I just thought it'd be fun to see what everybody else is liking today.
I listen
I
to
don't-
easy listening stuff like acoustic guitar stuff because I'm up at the cabin and I'm always painting. And when you can't really watch TV, or I listen to some documentaries too, because you can't really look at the TV when you're doing that. So I can't say there's anybody specific that I listen to. You guys are
Okay.
so into music.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I have a lot of favorites. I have a lot of songs saved on my YouTube channel.
Oh, isn't YouTube
That I
the
just-
best?
Yeah.
Somebody
do you
has to
have
show me
YouTube-
how to do that.
Do you have YouTube Red? I totally caved and got to YouTube Red.
Oh, you mean
What do you
Premium?
mean caved?
Yeah. You
Oh,
have
you
to
ha-
pay for it.
Oh, okay.
so. That's this red and premium are the same thing.
Yes. So it's called.
How much is it a month?
Oh, like $11, I think.
Mm.
I think we're paying 18, and you can have so many people in a
I
family
was going to
group.
say, can you share it? Can you share it? And what's it called? YouTube?
Yes, premium.
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 So
Mom.
Mom, that's me.
Hold your shorts. Hold your shorts.
Woo! Okay.
You and Dad have so many subscriptions to things right now. You don't need this one. Trust me.
I have no idea what. I have never subscribed to anything.
well, the reason we started is Jackie had gotten it and knew she could share a family subscription. So she shared with Christy and I. And we did it for the first year and loved no commercials. No commercials.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure.
And then she decided she was not going to pay for it anymore. And we went not even a week. And Christy said, nope, I'm paying for it this year. I can't stand the commercials. So Jackie did it paid for it the first year. Christy the second. I'm paying for it this year. Nathan's never going to pay for it. So then it'll go back to whomever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But anyways, back to music. I don't know. I just like music. I just like it. I mean, I married a drummer, so I
Right.
like music that is loud and has a great beat to it.
have you
And,
guys, I turned your son on to this guy when I was out there last. Joe Bonamassa. Incredible. Bonamassa. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Shel. Incredible musician, singer. Check him out, Margot. I think you and Jason would love him.
I'm sure
Margot.
Jason's heard of him.
Really good.
Yeah. And what is
Blue-
it again? John?
Joe
Joe?
Bonamassa. He's I have him on my listed as like jazzy blues. Very, very cool.
And how do you spell that last name there, girls?
I believe it's
Let me look at
Bonamassa.
Two S's.
Yep, I believe
No.
so. Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Oh yes, you are correct. Yes. Massa. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Riker listened to him when we were out there, and he's like, whoa, I kind of like this guy. I said, I thought you would. Somebody I would recommend to everyone to listen to. And for me, I like watching somebody just get into the music. And when he makes his guitar sing, he makes his instruments sing. And I don't know what better way to say it, but to watch his facial expressions, to watch him play these songs, to make that guitar do what he can make it do, just fills me with happy or emotion. I should say emotion, because some songs can fill you with other emotions.
So there's this one singer
Mm-hmm.
that I just love, and I'll share it with you guys.
Well, tell us who it is.
Yeah. So he's a Russian opera singer.
Okay.
And yeah. Riker could tell you all about the science behind his voice, because he told me all about the science behind his voice, because that's what Riker does.
Right.
He's got the biggest blah, blah, blah range. And his name is Vitas, Vitas,
With an F or
And-
an S?
an S as in Sam.
Okay.
And I have to find his song. And Mom, you would have heard him because we have played this at the office. So you would have absolutely heard it. So I will find the right video and I will share it with you guys so you guys can also enjoy.
Okay.
Him.
And then we can share it on our Facebook page for people to find if they are are interested.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But I am not a country girl. Mm-mm.
We know that. Mm-hmm.
No country.
Well,
I mean,
I do like country, old country.
classic country. Yeah. Classic country. Yeah.
So you like
Dolly
Loretta
Parton.
Lynn,
No.
Sacrilege.
right? How are you in this family?
Right? Speaking of Dolly Parton, you guys, if you guys listened,
That was quite the segue.
Okay.
Okay.
have
Speaking
you
of,
guys listened to the podcast about Dolly Parton?
Have not.
Have I shared that with you guys yet?
Nope, you need to share it.
Oh, you guys, Dolly Parton will become your new favorite person and will become your top 10 women of all history that you are going to want to sit down and have tea with.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I've always loved her.
Yeah.
Have you seen her Netflix show? I
yes,
think
it's so fun. It's
Heartstrings, I think it's called.
fun. Yes, something like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
yes.
great.
I've watched.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any new episodes though, but that was fun.
Yeah. We digressed, Margot. Yes, share that with us.
Yeah.
The premise of
Yeah.
the show on Netflix is they take a song that she's done. Like the first one I watched was about Jolene.
Right.
And they do like a mini episode about the song and what I found is it's never what you really think it is in the way they
No.
did that.
No, she talks about that song in this podcast. Yeah. It's yeah,
Oh, I can't wait to listen. New podcast.
dude, it's the best. The best
Golly.
podcast ever. Yeah.
And
Mhm.
Shelley, it won't be one about murder.
There is no murdering.
Yay.
Dolly Parton is not a closet murderer. No.
Glad to hear it.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
All right. So, Shell, how about you? Any new songs or new musically interesting information you've got to share? Because
Well,
Margot did a great job.
I like I like so many different genres. I mean, I think everything except screaming metal. I love country.
Oh, I love.
I love
Screamo.
rock and roll. No screamo. Yep, lots and lots. I would say that my most favorite of recent would have to be I'm not sure what it's called. Let me take a look really quick here. I want to say easy listening, but it's real calm and relaxed. And I would encourage everybody to try. And I Kelly, I believe you did listen to this. It was Andrew Bell in his Dive Deep Hushed album. Very peaceful, very serene. I love it. Absolutely love it. It makes me feel really happy and calm.
That sounds like
So-
something I would really like to listen to when I'm painting.
Yes, you would. You would. I'll send you a link, but it's really good. But I like everything. I know Canyon City does a remake of Boys of Summer. Kelly, I know you listened to that one way back.
Mhm.
Super great. Super great. But I really love country. hard rock. I like jazzy blues. I mean, I have so many different playlists for all these different moods that I might be in. So eclectic and all over the place. That's me.
Hmm. I remember growing up that me and Dad, we used to listen to, what was that blues lady band? The Yuppity Blues Women? Was that what they were
Yes.
called?
Yes. Yappity Blues Women.
Yes.
I don't remember that at all. What I remember from like when we lived in French Lake was the reel to reel tapes that we had.
Oh, I wish we.
man.
Oh my gosh, that played all night and all day and all the next day.
I loved
Classic
those.
rock.
They were awesome.
The
Yep.
reel to reel, yes.
That was so cool.
That
I
was like
wish we still had that.
that
Me
that like
too.
predated like the 8-track, the reel to reel.
That was cool. And why did we ever have that?
We bought it from Carl and Wanda.
Oh, really?
Wow.
And because you could play for days.
They were enormous, those tapes.
And we were probably stoned. So
What?
You guys?
In French
No.
when we lived in French Lake? What?
Oh,
No.
yes, Shelley. Come on. Where do you think I used to steal my stuff from?
Oh, it was St.
That-
Paul.
that's terrible, Kelly.
No,
What's
Shelley.
terrible, Mom? What's terrible, Mom?
Stealing
Doing it
from
or
us.
having it taken from you?
Yes, my Lanta.
Stealing
It's
is
both.
stealing.
And smoking's illegal.
Not anymore.
It is here.
Oh, okay. I don't know where it's legal or not anymore because, frankly,
Yeah.
I ain't doing it.
We were driving
Crazy.
into Billings last week because we go in for a couple days or a day or whatever, and we drove by this little shanty shack on the side of the highway, and I go, "What's that?" That's new, and Steve said, "That's a pot house or whatever you call it, a greenhouse, a grower or whatever." I'm like, "Okay, you been there?" No.
Well, I am allergic to pot. My nose immediately starts to run big, huge, nasty boogers,
Whoa.
and it's
I'm-
horrible.
I truly want to
Horrible.
know how you know this, Margot.
Me
Well-
too.
Just today, me and Cameo are out doing inspections, and we are at a stoplight. And someone either in the car next to us or behind us was smoking marijuana. And it was insta boogers. Like, it's not even like,
Wow. Wow.
it's insta boogers, instantaneous.
That's crazy.
Yes. And it doesn't matter if it's being smoked or if it's just sitting in someone's bag in their apartment.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets me. And I'm like, and they're like, what? We don't have any marijuana. I'm like, well, unfortunately for you, I'm allergic. Yes, you do.
How did you ever go to a Metallica concert?
No
Well-
kidding. Lots of tissues. A whole box.
I have been to a total of one Metallica concert,
Oh,
That
okay.
many.
and pretty sure we were the youngest people there.
No doubt.
Because that was the one you
No
went
doubt.
to North Dakota to go to, right?
Yes, we went to Fargo to see Metallica, and then also went and saw AC/DC. Yes.
I'd go see Metallica.
I'd go see Metallica, and I've seen AC/DC, so yay!
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Kelly, is that where we
I
went?
do like, yes, yep. I do like the Fargo venue much better than the Twin Cities because I love the Twin Cities, but they're huge. Fargo
Yeah,
is much
it's really big.
smaller.
So when we went to the Metallica concert, it is the middle of summer. It's very nice traveling. And we were like in like kind of the first rows of the elevated seating. You had the floor, which it was really an empty concert. There was
Okay.
really room to walk around in
Really?
this concert. Yeah, there was. And we were in our seats, and down below there was kind of a big kind of open area where people were kind of walking.
Oh, it sounds like about
And-
right where Shelley and I sat. Okay.
Yep.
Yep,
And-
totally.
I can't remember if it was a guy or a girl. Of course, my husband's not here for me to get clarification, but a person who was obviously very inebriated, stumbling around, kind of pukes out there right in the middle
Mm-hmm.
of this walking area.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all like, oh, I just puked. Oh my gosh, right? Okay, right? Well, new people start walking. They don't
Mhm.
know
Mm-hmm.
that said barf is on the floor. And it was like the whole section of people, as the person would get closer to the puke, could just hear us get louder and louder about going, oh no, oh no. And then as soon as they would step into it, our whole section would just erupt into laughter and jeers and oh my goodnesses, because another person has just walked through this puddle of barf. It was the best.
That's disgusting. Not the best. That's the worst. Margot Catherine, honestly.
Ooh, you got middle named.
Tragic.
I know when we were at the Def Leppard Tesla REO concert in Billings, I was
Just
sitting.
a quick side note here.
Yeah.
Def Leppard sucks. Carry on.
You show me any one-armed
Pretend she
drummer
didn't
that can
say
do
it.
that. Yeah. Mhm.
That's why they suck. He's one arms. What can you do with one arm?
He does a very nice job. Thank you.
You could carry a
Margot
flag.
Catherine.
You could carry a flag with one arm.
You can salute the flag with one arm. There's a lot of things you can do with one arm. You can hail a cab.
You could pick your nose. What?
Oh, we might want to stop now.
Wow. Margot.
Oh my gosh.
You can carry a flag.
We are going to get sued for slander at some point here.
You're darn right we are, and it's Margot's paying for it.
That's a t-shirt. What can you do with one arm?
No.
No, veto.
No.
That.
Veto denied. No.
Oh, all right. Oh,
Okay.
so
All right.
at the Def Leppard Tesla REO concert, I was
Okay. So,
sitting
Which
ladies,
was awesome.
yes.
yes.
So I'm sitting on the aisle. I'm on the aisle, and Shelly is there, her son, my daughter, all the peeps. And somebody right next to me coming down the stairs pukes on the stairs.
Pukes. What's this puking at concerts? Pukes.
Well, Mom, people drink a lot, and it happens. I have never done it inside any venue. I promise you.
Okay, if you say so.
So I was like, I can't stand the smell. We all know that I'm a sympathy puker, so I'm trying to stay away from the smell. But I was
did not
reaching
know
my arm out and stopping people, and no. And I can't remember. Somebody went down and found, I think it might have been Jackie, found someone to come clean it up. I did not let people walk through it. I was
Margot.
their hero.
What am I going to do? They're way down there.
Oh, how do you?
You got too
entertain
much
her?
joy from it.
It was hilarious.
And she's like nudging Jason. Look.
Watch
here comes
the next
more."
one.
It was a whole section of people. It wasn't just
He was nudging her right back, I'm sure.
But
Oh my
when we were talking about music, you guys, I wanted to know where some of these archaic, stupid phrases came from. The do-ron-ron things.
That's right.
Sean Cassidy,
Yes,
my
I'm
very
like-
first concert ever. I was 13 and I got to go see Sean Cassidy, and he did the Do Run Run.
Oh, did
That's
he?
called doo-wop music. So I looked it up, and it's like nonsense phrases, and it started in the 50s. And I'm like, what? Just because it went rhythm with the music? I don't. Wow.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
sure. Yeah. Fun,
I
happy.
mean, there's only so many combination of words you can do. So you have to start just doing combinations of sounds to do
And-
things.
Okay.
Didn't Shauna Na do some strange ones too?
Well, their name.
Their name alone is a little weird.
Oh, I think they did, but nothing is coming to my head off.
And Kelly, you're like
Immediately.
the music guru.
Yeah. I think they did.
Everybody did.
Well, who did Rambalama Damalana Ding Dong or whatever it goes?
Yeah, there
Ram-
you go. There's one right there.
I'm trying to remember who did that. Ramalama Damalama Ding Dong. Something like that.
They
I
didn't
don't-
say damn. They didn't
I
say
don't-
damn-a-lama.
no
Probably not.
damn in there.
They said ram-a-lama ding-dong.
Okay.
Ooh, that reminds me of
oh.
one.
Yeah, go for it, Jill. I think I know.
I can't. Nope, it's coming. You say it. It's
Oh.
escaping me.
Yeah, it's
We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun.
Oh,
That's
no.
coming to mind.
Oh,
But
is
we
that the one?
nope.
No,
There's another one
it's
from that scene.
Mama don't dance and Daddy don't rock and roll.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, Batty Bo.
Shelley added the Batty Bow to those lyrics.
that was mine because I loved that song when I was little. Oh, I loved it. I
Yep.
loved it. I loved
Yep.
it.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I just thought weird things that people say in their songs. Dad listens to, kind of a variety of music. And one day some of that came up and I was like, what were those words for?
Mom, I
But I
find that
never got the
interesting
one-
because- Go ahead, Mom.
The ones that really, it took me a long time because I'm kind of dumb, kind of a Helen person. And
Wow, Mom.
when there was pink elephants dancing in the backyard or something, and it was like, what? Steve said, they're on drugs, Terry. They're on drugs.
Pink elephants?
That would be Creedence
No.
Clearwater Revival.
Yes, I loved it, but I didn't know what the hell they were talking about.
It's a great song.
It
They
is.
they were on drugs, I'm certain.
And they were talking about what happened when they were in drugs, right?
Don't think the elephants were pink, but I'm trying to remember some of the lyrics off the top of my head. I remember the fond memory of that song, by the way, at Auntie and Uncle's for Thanksgiving or Easter, one of the holidays. We were in the kitchen putting food away, trying to put the food away in Auntie's fridge. We all know what that's like. And doing the dishes, and that song came on. Is it called My Backyard? It's Creedence Clearwater Revival, John Fogerty. And we were all singing it. And it's a very fond memory for me because it was all us girls out there singing it.
Looking out my back door.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Do, looking out my back door. Tambourines and elephants dancing in the sand. Okay. See, just need a little cue.
Yes. And I just didn't know what any of that meant. And Steve said, well, they're on drugs. They're talking about drugs. And that's why they saw elephants and they're dancing and stuff.
Well, and that was from the probably LSD and acid era.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. Which I can't tell you anything about because I never did any of that.
Okay. Right.
Did you just say I did not? I never did LSD or acid ever.
There's only one saint in this family, and it's Shelley.
I didn't say I didn't
telling you guys.
didn't say I didn't try other things. Thank goodness I didn't like other things because I might be ending with a different epilogue. But
We're all
fortunately,
here. We're
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
We are.
I was always, why I never tried it, honestly? I was always afraid that I have too big of an imagination. I'd have a bad trip.
Yep.
Honest truth.
I was so dumb. Oh, so dumb. And your dad knew all that drug stuff. And he would never let me do that. I couldn't come down from pot. So he would never, he'd go, no, Terry, it's not happening.
Oh,
You will never.
Good to have
and
controls.
pot sucked because all it did was make you sleepy. This is fun. At least for me. That was my thing. Oh, this is fun.
Right now I could use a nap. So
I was going to say, Mom, I could use some sleep. So. And Mom, you always said, sleep now. You remember when we were,
Mhm.
younger? We're a lot older now. You would say sleep now because you can't when you're older. Guess what? I'm older and I'm awake at night and it's crazy.
So,
But but I'm telling you, if it becomes legal, I've got to try it. I've got to.
Well, it's
Shelley,
it's
we
legal
had
here.
I probably shouldn't say this, but we
It's not legal there.
Yes,
It
it is.
I
We
thought
got
only
a
if you
bag
had,
of
like,
stuff from
medical.
this guy. Yeah. We got a guy.
What?
We got a bag of stuff. A huge bag. And it had lollipops and brownies and
I don't even know what
And
that means. Why
buds.
would it have suckers in it?
Because
they're
that's how you get your pot.
CBD.
Somebody tell her. I don't
Like
know.
it's made into
Anyway.
candy?
We had a huge bag of that stuff. Like Margot, remember that bag of nutritional yeast you gave me?
Yeah, that
It
was
was
a
that-
very big bag of nutritional yeast.
Shoo.
Yes.
Anyway, yes, you could probably tell them the dimensions of that bag. Anyway, we had a bag full of that just recently. of all that stuff. And I took one bite of a brownie. I was scared. We had it for months. And then I just said, okay, I was scared. And so I took a bite of the brownie and I was like, this is really gross.
Oh,
Well, it was a month-old
Did-
brownie.
Right?
oh, good point. Yeah. They're not going to last. Okay.
So Shelley, if you
Gross.
ever want any, I have a source.
I don't want a month. Oh, you have a source. I'm like, I don't want a month-old brownie. Thanks.
Oh no, I could get you the fresh. Yeah. And it was
good to
so
know.
funny because it was free. And Steve took it back to him one day and said, no, Terry doesn't like this stuff. He ate the other part of the brownie. I just want you to know.
Oh, you just outed Dad. We're going to have to cut all this out.
Why? This is great.
Woo!
You guys, I have a
Oh,
friend
no.
in Montana who does have a store where you can go get those things legally. And
Oh, yeah. I'm
yeah.
sure.
And we've had the conversation about my not being able to sleep. And he's like, Kelly, you come out here. I will give you something that will help you sleep. It'll be fully safe. You will be fine. I promise you. And I'm like, well, what's the cost in this? And he goes, oh no, for you, I got you covered. Like, oh my gosh.
And the thing is, Kelly, it probably does make you sleep, but oh Lord, it tastes like shit.
Well, that's the thing. Pot
Oh.
always put me to sleep. I don't like it because if I want to party, I don't want to go to sleep. So, yeah.
Dudes,
Mhm.
eat a handful of pistachios before you go to bed.
Okay.
Oh, thank
Ooh,
you.
I have some of
Pistachios?
those. I have some of those.
Pistachios have whatever's in them. Let me Google it. Whatever's in it is helps you.
Google Master.
Yes. Pistachios for sleep. Yes. Pistachios have hit the sleep-inducing jackpot.
Wow.
Packed with protein, vitamin B6, magnesium, which all will help contribute to better sleep. B6?
Okay.
I thought all the B vitamins were energy vitamins. So I always
And
take them in the
magnesium?
morning.
Magnesium makes you poop.
Well,
Well,
don't eat too many of them before you go to bed. Just a couple.
it's always a good thing. Always a good thing to do in the morning before you go to work. Well, hey, we could fix a lot of problems right there.
Oh, we're going to solve all the world problems on this show.
Well,
That's
yeah.
what we're
Right.
here for.
That's what
For
we're all
those of
about.
you, anyone who is listening, please email us with your questions. We will get the answer.
We
They
don't
do
have an
contain-
email address.
Yes, we
Okay.
do.
Email
Shelley.
somebody.
Shelley,
What?
we do have an email address.
We do? there
Well,
you
we
go.
do.
We've never shared it.
Let's
never
not
have
shared
not.
broadcast that.
We don't need to share it yet.
Okay. Why? We've
But
had a whole
pistachios-
85 views.
We have 11 subscribers. We're okay.
Pistachios do have melatonin in them too.
That would be what helps you
that's the
sleep.
sleep.
Mhm.
That's why.
Yeah. But
Hmm.
magnesium also helps with all other sorts of stuff. So yeah, including
Magnesium
protein.
is fantastic. Yep.
Yeah. So there you go. Just eat a
So good
handful
for
of
you.
pistachios before you go to bed.
Margot,
Yes.
you say pistachios. You don't say
I love
right.
it. Don't correct her. I love
Okay.
it. And that can be
Never
our
mind.
health minute for today. Pistachios for sleep. I love it.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Because Jason has problems sleeping. I don't. You guys, I do not have a problem sleeping. I could sleep through
You're
anything,
lucky.
during anything, around anything. Bam, I'm out.
Wait till you hit 50 there, darling.
Oh.
She's got a ways to go.
I do. Long ways to
A little
go.
bit.
Like 20 years.
Little bit.
Oh, 20 years, right. Hey,
I
guys,
heard 50 is the new 21.
my very first senior
What
discount
is?
at the grocery store the other day.
I'm very
You guys,
I'm proud of you.
you guys, me, little me, right? Young, very young looking me.
Keep telling
I was-
yourself. Keep telling
I-
yourself that.
Like on Wednesday at the local grocery store here, this happened like 2 years ago. On Wednesday, senior citizens got a discount. And the young punk asked me if I wanted to use my discount at the grocery store.
No way.
Did you slap him?
I got mad. I did.
I
I
bet you
did.
did.
I was not happy with him.
What'd you say?
You did
I-
not
did you
tip
say
him.
get-
I
You should have
cannot
said, get the
remember.
manager.
I should
Here's the
afraid
deal,
that
I
did-
he probably quit.
pull out my Karen voice.
No.
I did
What's
not.
your Karen voice, first of all?
What's my Karen voice?
I want to hear
Isn't
it.
that
I want to hear it.
I can't do it.
Oh, Karen,
to
as
feel
in the everybody.
As-
Okay, everybody. Okay. Oh, you have to feel it.
But you got a discount at the liquor store? Don't they
No.
know you at the liquor store?
No, I did. I did.
Oh, she has her own shelf at the liquor store. This is what Kelly gets.
I did not
It
go
wasn't
where
the
Small
liquor-
town
everybody.
life.
I did not go where everybody
said-
knows my name. I went to the grocery
They
store.
said,
Oh, you were at the grocery store too?
Grocery store.
Grocery
But
store
small
suck.
town life.
And I did not
Yes, if
ask
there's
for any.
one- go
They
ahead.
they just assumed I was 55.
Oh my God.
And they
It's
just
all
gave
that
it to you.
beautiful silvery white hair.
Yeah. And okay, for years they've asked me, do you get the senior discount because of my silver hair? Nope. And this time it was like, oh, I am 55. I get it. Give me my money back.
I didn't know
Yep, and
it
it-
started at 55.
Yep. And at 55, you're like, give me the discount. I need that dollar or whatever.
Give me my 10 cents. Come on.
You know damn right. That's money in my pocket.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
You earned it, baby. You survived this planet that long.
I
You
did.
earned it.
Oh yeah.
We did
No.
not get into sustainable living. And I just wanted to clarify something here.
Okay.
Margot is into no paper products in her home. We all
Mhm.
know that, right? And
Right.
she's struggling with that one roll of toilet paper her husband has to have.
Paper towels.
Just keep the toilet paper.
Okay.
I'm like, oh,
So,
what do you use if you don't have toilet paper, Margot Catherine?
Anyway.
I would have a bidet. And
Okay.
if the need arised, you would have a rag bucket that you would
A
then
rag
wash.
bucket. I want to know if you're into sanitary products that are reusable.
I'm
The
going to
cup?
chime in here. My daughter uses the cup and she will never go back. She can't believe I don't need it anymore. That stopped. So I'm good.
Thank you,
But
Jesus.
I know.
Oh.
But my daughter swears by
Well,
the
I
cup.
just remember when
Swears by
Jackie
it.
and Chrissy went to the cup
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
Margot grossed out. So
I
I'm
did-
wondering.
Okay.
I did gross out a little bit. However, I have tried now 3 different brands and none has worked for me.
I don't even know
Yeah,
what the
everybody's
you're
different.
talking about.
Oh,
Who
Kelly,
put a
it's really
penny in
cool.
her?
Well, it was your
Well, we're-
daughters that introduced this. And Kelly, it's not a butt plug.
I have never heard of it. I have never
Kelly,
heard
it's
of a
really
cup.
cool. It's cool. I don't know that I would have ever been able to use it, but it's like
because
you
we
put
don't
it-
have to.
Right.
It's like a
you put it
it's
in
like
like
a
a diaphragm.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's a cup
but it's got
that holds.
it's got more room. It holds everything, and then you just let it out when you have the time. And cause it's get a little messy, but you just release it whenever. But it keeps you sealed. It's kind of a cool concept,
It is.
and there's
honestly
no waste.
Call your daughters. Call your daughters.
Yep,
gotta-
I
I
think
gotta
you need to have a
take that.
conversation.
I need to get this off my list. We're never talking about it again.
Yeah. No.
Okay, we need to do our Cinco de Mayo story because we've been
Okay.
on for like 2 hours now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a really long time.
Cinco. Oh, really? We love each other.
Cinco.
Cinco.
I hope that's
Cinco.
my husband.
Yes.
I just want you to know a Cinco de Mayo princess is a Taco Bell.
It's a Taco Bell.
I want to be a Taco Bell.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I
Did
love
anyone
it.
have tacos today? I did
That's
not.
super
I had a
cute.
baked potato.
I'm on my 3rd margarita.
No. I had a sweet
Really?
potato.
I had chicken soup.
So Cinco de Mayo, or May 5th, is because back in 1862, Mexican forces overthrew the French Empire at the Battle of Puebla.
That's why I wondered if you were going to do it in French.
Nope, don't have a French accent.
Oui, oui.
And it was just people like to say that it's the Mexican independence, but no, that happened a few years before this. This is just the anniversary of a big battle with the French forces of Napoleon III, and they overthrew them. And so that's that. It's not the Day of the Dead, which is a totally different day. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then also today in history, which I think is much more interesting than that, is Christopher Columbus landed in Jamaica in 1494.
So,
They told me it was
thought it was
1492.
no, that was here, Mom, in 1492.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What the?
Jamaica was 1494. So he left here and went there. We
Yep.
weren't good enough.
We were not.
Jamaica choice to go.
And I don't know if you guys can all remember back to our first podcast
Guacamole.
where I gave you guys a little tidbit about Napoleon and his manhood.
Yes.
But he dies today in 1821.
Oh.
Oh,
Yep.
God rest his soul.
God rest his soul. The communist leader Karl Marx was born.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you
in
go look for
1818.
all the kind of negative things on this date, Marco?
That's the high points. It's the high point.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
okay.
you guys.
High points.
What do you call a group of skunks drinking tequila?
Uh-oh.
I have no idea.
Smelly.
Stinko de Mayo.
Stinko.
Oh, my goodness. All right.
I love
What
it.
else?
Yeah. And then
Oh
also
my
today
gosh.
in 1961, Alan Shepard became the first American in space.
Yay, Alan.
Yay, Alan!
Who? What?
I have never heard of Alan
What-
Shepard.
You've
You've never heard of Alan Shepard? What year
No.
was that, Margo?
1961.
Yeah.
You've never
Oh,
heard
well.
of Alan Shepard?
No, that was
Hold
before I
on.
was born.
Oh my goodness.
Didn't
my
they talk
gosh.
about him in Apollo 13?
Yes.
They might have,
Alan
but I was
Shepard.
focused on
he was
what
in he
their
was-
mission was. Yes, Alan Shepard. Yep. Okay. Never mind. Thank you. He was there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dudes, like you obviously did not grow up with O'Reilly in your house because you would know
No,
all of
we
these
didn't
things.
have a Riley.
No.
If-
Yep.
Oh, Riley. I talked to Riley today and said, "Are you going to join Space Force?" And he did have the opportunity, but that's not where he wants to go, he told me.
Really?
He's got other ideas. Yeah, because
Oh,
it has to
weird.
do with weapons, and he doesn't want to stay in weapons.
Of course. No.
He has
Okay.
other
He's not a
aspirations.
weapons guy. Okay.
Right now, do you know what he's doing? He's delivering food to the quarantine people
Nice.
on base. And I said, "Do you get tips?" He goes, "Nope." No gratuities.
Nice. Well, ladies.
Yeah. What do they call a ship that goes down with a cargo of mayonnaise?
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah. Woohoo. That's it. End of story. We're done.
Mm. Good one.
Good one.
We're done.
Good one. Love it, Mom.
This was a good, fun
Right.
podcast. I love our leapfrogging.
It was.
I
I
love
know
Me
it.
too.
Knock, knock. Knock, knock.
Who's
Who's
there,
there?
Mom?
One.
Juan who?
One who?
Want to go out for margaritas?
Yes. Woo! yes, I do.
I'm done.
There's a
Okay.
song.
You can end. You can end it. Now. T-shirt.
What's the T-shirt?
We'll just put one. We'll just put one on there.
What? Okay.
I like it.
Oh my goodness.
I like it too. I may know. All right. Thank you so
Okay.
much, you guys. I really am enjoying this whole thing.
This
I
is-
love it.
This is fun, and it's 2 hours almost, you guys.
I know.
Right?
It's going to take me weeks to edit.
You don't have
that's
weeks,
okay.
sissy.
I got a couple.
All right,
I got a couple
ladies.
weeks.
Yeah, you do. All right. I love you guys.
I love
Love
you
you.
too. Till
Love you
next
guys.
time.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.